Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving into something that's sending, you guessed it, ripples through the crypto world.
Because Ripple, yes, that Ripple just dropped a brand new stablecoin, RLUSD.
And it is making a splash for sure. This isn't just another stablecoin launch. This is Ripple, trying to shake things up again.
Yeah, for sure.
So for those who might not be super familiar with stablecoins, can you give us a quick breakdown of why stablecoins even matter?
Absolutely. Imagine stablecoins like digital dollar bills.
Okay.
They're designed to hold a steady value pegged one-to-one to a stable asset like the US dollar, which makes them ideal for everyday transactions.
So you're not worried about wild fluctuations like other cryptocurrencies.
Exactly.
Got it. So less volatile, more stable, hence the name.
Exactly.
Well, we already have a bunch of stablecoins out there, right?
Yeah.
What makes RLUSD, Ripple's version, different?
What's interesting about RLUSD is Ripple's emphasis on two things we don't always see a lot of in crypto. Regulation and transparency. They're really leaning into playing by the rules this time.
Interesting. And given Ripple's history with that SEC lawsuit, that's very interesting.
Absolutely.
This focus on regulation seems like a deliberate move, right?
Oh, absolutely. It seems like they learned a thing or two from that whole experience. In fact, they've specifically designed RLUSD to meet the standards of the New York Department of Financial Services.
The NYDFS.
Wow. Yeah, the NYDFS.
So those guys don't mess around. They're known for being one of the strictest financial regulators.
Yeah.
So for RLUSD to be built to their standards from day one, that says something.
It really does. It's a bold statement about their commitment to transparency and legitimacy.
Okay.
This isn't some fly-by-night operation. They're aiming for mainstream adoption here.
Makes sense. And I remember reading something about RLUSD being designed for faster and cheaper cross-border payments.
Yes.
Now that's something that impacts everyone listening, not just crypto diehards.
Absolutely. Think about those hefty fees.
Oh, tell me about it.
And long wait times when you're trying to send money internationally.
Yes.
Ripple is positioning RLUSD as the solution to that, making cross-border transactions easy for businesses and individuals.
Okay, now that's a relatable problem.
Yeah.
Who hasn't felt that pain?
Yeah.
Are they just talking a big game here, or are there actually companies lining up to use RLUSD?
Oh, they're not just talking. No, they already have some big names in the crypto space signed on as partners.
Okay, like whoa.
We're talking Uphold, Bitstamp, Bitso.
Whoa, those are some serious players.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're putting their money where their mouth is, so to speak?
Yeah.
What do you think is making these big names take the plunge? What's the draw?
It's that combination of Ripple's, established presence.
Right.
And RLUSD's focus on regulation and transparency. I think these companies see the potential of a stablecoin that can really navigate the complexities of the traditional financial world.
Totally. It's like they're speaking the same language, kind of. So they're aiming for legitimacy. They've got these big names, but there's something else they're really hammering home, this whole transparency thing.
Oh, absolutely. And to really drive that point home, they're also committed to regular third-party audits of their reserves.
Okay, so what does that mean?
That means independent auditors are going to be regularly checking to make sure that RLUSD is fully backed by real assets.
Gotcha. So none of that
Right, exactly.
questionable stuff that we've seen with other stablecoins.
Transparency builds trust.
For sure.
And trust is paramount in the financial world, whether it's traditional or crypto.
Absolutely. This kind of makes me think, what about XRP?
Yeah.
I mean, Ripple has been pushing XRP for years, and now they're introducing this stablecoin. Are they shifting gears?
Yeah, it's a good question. Are they replacing XRP with RLUSD?
Yeah.
It's like the billion-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
But interestingly, Ripple's CTO, Joel Katz, has publicly stated that he believes XRP still has a unique position in the crypto ecosystem.
Okay, but there's a but coming, right?
Right. He also acknowledged that if any stablecoin, not just RLUSD, proves to be more efficient for specific functions, then, well, XRP might be facing some stiff competition.
It seems like even Ripple isn't putting all their eggs in one basket here, which is kind of a bold move to potentially be competing with themselves.
It definitely is. And we haven't even touched upon their very ambitious goal for RLUSD, which is to reach a market cap of $2 to $3 trillion within 5 years.
Trillion with a T.
Trillion with a T.
Now that's aiming high. But let's be real, is that even possible? The stablecoin market is already dominated by, giants like Tether and USD Coin. It's a crowded field.
You're absolutely right. It's an incredibly ambitious goal.
Yeah.
Reaching that kind of market cap would mean that RLUSD would surpass even some of the biggest players in like the traditional finance world.
Talk about a David versus Goliath story.
Right.
But Ripple isn't exactly a small startup, and they've made some strategic moves to bolster their position, haven't they?
They definitely have. I mean, adding someone like Sheila Bair to their advisory board is a major power move.
Sheila Bair, as in the Sheila Bair, the former chair of the FDIC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about bringing in the big guns. What does a move like that signal?
It tells me that they're really serious about bridging the gap between, the world of crypto and traditional finance.
Right.
Because having someone with her regulatory experience and, reputation lends a huge amount of credibility to their efforts.
It's like they're not just trying to create a stablecoin. They're trying to redefine how we think about global payments altogether.
Exactly. They're playing the long game here. But the million-dollar question still remains, will it pay off?
It's a bold vision, no doubt about it.
But vision alone won't get them there.
Right. I mean, they've got a mountain to climb.
They really do. The stablecoin market is already dominated by titans like Tether and USD coin.
Those are household names.
Exactly.
Even for people who don't really follow crypto that closely.
Right.
So for RLUSD to really break through and make a difference, Ripple needs to convince, not just users, but businesses that this is the most reliable, trustworthy, and regulated option out there.
And they need to do all of that while still dealing with the shadow of this lawsuit.
What's a challenge? It's like they're walking a tightrope,
Totally.
But here's what I find really interesting.
Okay, let's hear.
They're tackling a real-world problem here.
Okay.
I mean, cross-border payments are a pain point.
For everywhere.
For everyone. So if Ripple can actually deliver on this promise of making those transactions faster, cheaper, more accessible, that's a big deal.
It really is. It's like bigger than just, here's another cryptocurrency.
Exactly.
This could actually impact how we move money around the entire world.
It really could.
Okay, so to recap, they've got some big names backing them. They're focusing on transparency.
Right.
And they're addressing a real need.
A very real need.
But will they succeed? Will this be the revolution that Ripple's hoping for? Or will it just kind of, fade away?
That, my friend, is the billion-dollar question.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't have a crystal ball.
I had to ask. Of course. But here's what I can say. Ripple is making a very calculated bet here. They're going all in on transparency, regulation, and solving this real-world problem. And whether they succeed or fail, it's going to be fascinating to watch.
Couldn't have said it better myself. The future of finance, it's not stable, that's for sure.
Definitely not.
But that's what makes it so interesting, right? We've covered a lot today, but we want to hear from you. What do you think about Ripple's big plans for RLUSD? Head over to our website, hit us up on social media. Let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, happy diving, everyone.